pumpkins, pumpkins, and more pumpkins. Hello again, Mike O'Brien, your getaway guy. Everywhere I look, thousands of pumpkins. This is an annual event. It's today's getaway in Clarence, New York, near Buffalo. This is the Great Pumpkin Farm.
Yep, they do this every year out in Clarence, New York, Route 5, east of Buffalo. They do this every year, and it's a big deal in this part of Western New York. Boy, I have never seen so many pumpkins. By the way, did you see how I wore my orange shirt? Too matchy? Well, anyway, or sweater, I should say. Yeah, everything from hay rides, the corn maze, the cow train, which I didn't get to see, and I'm really curious about what a cow train is, but the Boo Barn. The Great Pumpkin Farm is open every day from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. up to and including October 31st, Halloween. Now, weekday admission is free, but not everything is open on the weekdays. On the weekends, where there is an admission price, then many other things open. And I'll tell you those admission prices, and I'll tell you what else opens up. And we'll do that in just a second. But I found this to be a great getaway. If you want to just head out of town, it takes you about an hour 15 out of Rochester to Clarence, New York. And I'll give you all the information on how to get there and all. But it's a wonderful event. So many families were there. I was there on a weekday, and it was perfect. It wasn't jam-ola. The parking was free. It was nice. Weekends, totally different story. It will be crowded, no doubt about it. But I think if you love pumpkins and you love fall festival fun with lots of things to do, very family oriented, I think this makes for a great getaway. Speaking of which, closer to Rochester, let me tell you a little bit about our friends over at Powers Farm Market, Marsh Road, Pittsford. I love the teepees. Have you seen the teepees before? Well, I mean, if you can get by the fresh baked pies, which are pretty outstanding, and they're hard to avoid inside. They have not only fresh apples, baked goods, but they have the teepees they put up every year at Powers Farm Market. They also have hay rides. They have the corn maze. They have pretty much everything fall. Marsh Road, Pittsford, Powers Farm Market. If you're looking for some fall family fun close to home, I think this may be the ticket for you and the whole family. And I love it. The people are great. Powers Farm Market, thank you for being a part of our show. Back to Clarence, New York, and the Great Pumpkin Farm. You can't miss it. It's Route 5. It's as orange as it gets. And I got out there by taking the New York State Thruway. You can exit off at the Pembroke exit and then get onto Route 5. And there you go. Route 5 and head west about an hour 15 minutes out of Rochester for the Great Pumpkin Farm, Clarence, New York. Now, like I mentioned earlier, and you got to have a zombie train if you're doing fall family fun, right? And they have a bakery, and they have donuts on the weekends. They have candy. They have everything you want. It's a lot of fun. So if it's not a weekday where there's free admission, weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, they do charge. It's $12 per person, $10 for seniors. Kids 2 and under are free. Now, your admission includes everything that you just saw with all the pumpkins everywhere. It also includes your free hay rides, the cow train. I've got to get on the cow train. Help me. Do you drink milk when you're on that? The cow train, the free Boo Barn. Lord knows what's in there, but it looks like fun. That's free with your admission. The petting zoo, and there's a magic show, plus a few other things too, are for free with your admission. Again, weekends, Saturdays, and Sundays. 12 per person, 10 for seniors, 2 and under, free. Your admission will also give you some coupons for money off the other attractions that do charge a price. Like the zombie train. You'll get a discount on the zombie train. Will you get home after that? I don't know. Many people have gotten on the zombie train and never come back. That's not true. None of that is true. But it sounds like fun. And you can get your tickets online. Go to greatpumpkinfarm.com and you can get your tickets there, or you can get them right there at the gate. Either way works fine. But Again, weekdays free, weekends lots more to choose from, and there is an admission price. The Great Pumpkin Farm in Clarence, New York. By the way, Clarence, New York is also known for antique shops galore. So you might want to mix in a little bit of antiquing, or even head on to Buffalo and do a few things there if that's part of your deal. So I think it's fun. I think it's a nice family ride. And if you love pumpkins, I've never seen so many in my life. And again, this is open every day now through October the 31st, Halloween. Closer to Rochester, if you love fresh apples, you like apple picking, go pick your own. And you love donuts and cider, they don't come any better than at Schutt's Apple Mill in Webster. Wow, fresh picked apples right from their orchards right next door. And there are the donuts, ladies and gentlemen. There are boxes of them. So you don't feel so bad taking just one box. It's like, well, I could have taken them all. And the cider is outstanding. They fresh press it right there from their orchards of fresh apples. And there you go. You pick apples, which is a whole lot of fun at Schutt's. They do a nice job. And I just love it there. Good family operation and a great time. Parking is a little crowded, so be careful coming off of Plank Road. 1063 Plank Road, Webster. Schutt's, thank you for being a part of our show. Hey, we have a podcast question, and this is going to go back to, you may have seen our podcast and Getaway to the Lucy Desi Museum in Jamestown, New York. We did that a couple of episodes ago. And I've got a question in from Ginny from Honeoye Falls. Ginny writes, Dear Getaway Guy, about a month ago, you took us on a getaway to the Lucy Desi Museum, Jamestown, New York. I heard you can also visit her gravesite as well. Is that true? Ginny, it is true. Yes. Creepy? Yeah, a little bit. But you can go to her gravesite. It's part of the tour of Lucy in Jamestown. And even from the museum, they'll give you a map to show you exactly how to get there if you care to go to her gravesite. I guess it's okay. People do it. And so here's the deal. Lucy, she died in 1989. She first was buried, her ashes were buried right there in Hollywood at Forest Lawn Memorial Park. That's where all the Hollywood stars are buried. Well, in 2003, her daughter and son brought her ashes back to Jamestown, New York, and now she's in Lakeview Cemetery. It's her birthplace. And to find it, you simply enter the cemetery. Again, they'll give you some directions from the museum, but basically look for Lakeview Cemetery. You can't miss it. You go right by it when you're coming into Jamestown. Go in through gate number 2. And then you follow the red hearts and white line, and it'll take you to Lucille's gravesite, Lucy. And there she is. Well, there her site is. Okay, I'm going to get off this now, but you asked and I told you. There you go. It's part of the Jamestown tour if you're into Lucy, and we all love Lucy. So I hope I've answered your question, Ginny from Honeoye Falls. If you have a question for the Getaway Guy, I would love to hear it. All you have to do is email me at MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. And while you're at it, you can also request my travel books. And there they are. How coincidental is that? Volume 1, Volume 2. I'm doing BOGO. Here come the holidays. I'll sign it to whoever you want. Just let me know what you need, and you'll get one free when you buy the other one. It's $14.95 shipping, handling, tax, stuff like that. But it's a great way to get a couple of books. 50 getaways in each one. Some include some haunted getaways, volume number 2. But they're a whole lot of fun and definitely great when you give them as a gift. Go to MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. Let me know what you're looking for. We'll talk back and forth. We'll talk. MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com. Hey, Jim's on Main. Thank you for being a part of our show, too. Just there the other morning, grabbing some hot coffee and a nice, good, cheap breakfast. Yum. Late risers, my favorite. Coffee refills. You can't have a cup of coffee and it won't go dry. It will always be filled. They do cash only. Keep it in mind. Jim's on Main, 785 East Main Street, breakfast and lunch. And they have gyms at the mall over at the mall at Grease Ridge, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But they're good people, and the food is real good, and it's cheap. Again, cash only. Jim's on Main. You may find me there one day, and I will have no problem if you want to buy me breakfast. And thank you so much. Where's the TIMF? We need. Joe will put that in later. It may have happened as you watch right now. Did you do it? There you go. Crazy. And they pay us to do this. What else? We forgetting anything? I think we, the travel books. If you don't want to get them BOGO offer by contacting me at MikeTheGetawayGuy@gmail.com, you can find my travel books at Powers Farm Market, Marsh Road, Pittsford, and at Lift Bridge Bookshop in the village of Brockport. Powers Farm Market. They've been great to us, and they're back with us again. Thank you very much for being a part of our show. We remind everybody that if you're looking for some good close-to-home fall family fun, Powers Farm Market does it so well. They're doing their corn maze. They've got the hay rides, and my favorite part is the teepees and the pumpkins, and it's an outstanding fall getaway for the whole family. Powers Farm Market, Marsh Road in Pittsford. Thank you to them. Thanks to Jim's on Main. Thanks to Schutt's Apple Mill in Webster. And thanks to Joe here at Classy Wolf. Thank you for coming along for the ride. We'll do it again next time. Until then, I'm Mike O'Brien, your getaway guy.